I am really excited to share this video with you guys. Our trip to Israel was the coolest trip we've ever taken. So if I can help anybody make their way out there, I am here for any questions. If I don't know, I can try to figure it out. Heading out there is generally very, very expensive. So I'm going to share the most common way that the friends make it out to Israel, and that is with tour groups ran by witnesses. I will be covering two group tour companies and compare their prices with planning on our own. But in no way am I putting down any of these tour companies. I think they're a great option for people that can afford it. And I'm using these two as an example because they include sites we are looking to see in Israel as witnesses. So please, please don't misinterpret this video. In no way am I trying to put these companies in a negative light. They are just the companies whose price I have been following for years. And I just want to help anyone, and especially families, get out there. Maybe some of you have heard of Discover Bible Lands and Oasis Biblical Tours. Their links are below, and they seem to be owned by Jehovah's Witnesses and have great itineraries. Here are their current prices as of December 2022. They are based on double occupancy in a hotel room, and it doesn't include the flight from whatever city you live in to the New York airport. So you basically have to pay for your flight from, say, California to New York City, and then they will cover the flight from New York to Tel Aviv. So as you can see, they both include 13 nights, and the cities where they visit look almost identical. But it looks like Oasis is the only one that gives you 2 nights in the Dead Sea, which is pretty awesome. So for one person with Oasis, it is $5,899. So $5,900, almost $6,000. And that includes a $350 required travel insurance fee. And let's see, Discover Bible Lands, DBL, it is $4,800 for one person, also based on double occupancy. So now, if you look at the bottom, you can see the self-plan for 15 days. So for one person, it is $4,146. But when you have a second person in the room, now you can see the savings, $2,700. And if there are 3 people in the room, then it's $2,200 per person. This breaks down how I've been planning our trip, and these amounts do not include the West Bank territories. So that's the Palestinian territory, and we're just not sure if we're going to be heading out that way yet. So the $4,000 covers your flight, site fees, car rental, and lodging. I've seen flights as cheap as $858 and upwards of $1,600. In our case, the price seems to stay around $1,100 per person. The next section is site fees, and these would be the entrance fees for the national parks to see the archaeological sites. There's a ton of them to visit. Further ahead, you will see how much each site costs, and you will see that it's only about $8 for adults and about $4 for a child, so they're really not expensive. Car rentals. When we were out there in 2019, we actually ended up spending about $500 with the insurance for almost an entire month. So the prices have definitely gone up. But for 2023, it looks like a compact car for the entire time for the 15-day trip is $1,130. And this is usually a very small car like a Nissan Versa, and I recommend no more than 3 people, especially with all the luggage involved. A compact SUV, that would be like a Nissan Kick, and I would say that it would be okay to have about 4 people, but again, it's just because of the luggage. The next section is hotels. Haifa seems to be the cheapest area to stay in overnight at about $40 to maybe $60 a night. Tel Aviv usually runs you about $100, and that's because these cities have many options and you're able to shop around and save money. Whereas in cities like Tiberias, Jerusalem, and Dead Sea, there's not too many options, so you'll probably end up spending no less than $200 for a night for a normal hotel room. This is the reason why we decided for the first time ever to try out a hostel at about $80 a night in Jerusalem. Now the Jerusalem hotel came out to almost $800 for 7 days, and this is actually a very, very good price, but that's also because we chose a hostel. Now, when I say hostel, it does not mean that we'll be sharing rooms or bathrooms with anybody. These are still private rooms with a private bathroom, and it's set up just like a hotel, so you have your privacy. I'll go ahead and share a video of the hostel on another occasion so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now for food. The food prices can vary a lot. It really depends on you. Food can be very cheap, so you can spend about $15 for two falafel sandwiches and two drinks, or you can also spend $30 to $60 for meals with grilled meat like kebabs or shawarma. It's definitely up to you, but it's gonna cost you at least double of what a falafel sandwich costs. Alrighty, so for gifts, I will be creating a video and I'm super excited about this because I'm going to be sharing things that we purchased, things that we wish we had purchased, things that we regret buying. So I'm going to go ahead and share our new shopping list with you guys and the prices so that you guys do not get taken advantage of when you're out there. So keep an eye out for that video. Okay, so this list is for attractions that I was not able to find on the group tours for Oasis or DBL. Many times, tour companies, they're not able to reach certain sites because of the large buses or the amount of people, which is maybe why they have not included them in their tours. But here are a list of few sites that are highly recommended. The last three are highlighted in bold. Because I'm going to be sharing a couple of videos of what these sites look like and why I think it's worth it to make your way out there. Let me know what you guys think and if you would also put them on your list down in the comments below. The first attraction is called Dig for a Day, and they give you the opportunity to excavate archaeological sites led by professional guides. It's about $27 a person. Raj Hanikra Grottos. I put it on the list because I thought they looked beautiful. The city is on the border between Israel and Lebanon, and the cliffs and the tunnels with the grottos, they look so beautiful. And there's a cable car you can ride over the Mediterranean Sea. And we want to try some authentic, delicious Lebanese food. On to the last excursion is Kfar Kedem. This place was what I've always dreamed of. It's a village near the Galilee that reconstructs how life was in Jesus' time. And at the end of the videos, I include prices for each of the activities and the packages. And we personally want to choose the most expensive one because we want to be able to try all the activities and also eat meat. So take a look.
For the summer. Yeah! I'm going to give you all the activities that I'm doing now. You can do another 2-3 minutes. What they did with the wool, they're spinning the wool.
Oh, yeah!
Take a look. This is the real spinning.
Wow. This is the beginning of all.
We have tourists here. Yeah. A goat. 2 fingers. You close and now you put them down.
Oh,
Kishan is a Mustafa Usam.
Oh,
Why are you scared? It's a skin. What do you want?
oh.
You're hiding behind me. Also, very good. 1, 2, 3. Hot milk.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Hot milk.
1 drops here.
What's that?
It's a sap of a fig. This is a fig? No, really.
I didn't know.
This is a fig tree.
Okay. It's the sap of a fig.
No. And now.
Oh. Oh, it's going to drain it. We're draining it.
Up. Hold it. Now take a look what's happening. All the water goes through the little holes.
So they used to use their head covering for this?
You know, we built together, we did together a real piece of cheese in the middle of the nowhere. Hold the legs, hold the legs. Yeah.
Okay. Now get the picture.
That's why we believe to dance. Okay, we're going now to grind the seeds. Come on, follow me.
Okay. fun to turn it like that.
Yeah. Let's do it 3 times. It will take you 30 minutes to get 2 pounds of flowers. Come on.
30 minutes?
Yeah, again and again. And you start to prepare your pita bread. Open once, put it on the iron. Leg here. Yeah. See? He's smarter than a horse.
Here are the 2 original videos, so check it out if you want to watch the whole video. Alrighty, here is the plan. This here, my friends, took me like a month to put together. I grouped each day by area and also took into consideration where we would be when Shabbat starts. The prices in red indicate the entrance fee for those sites, and the higher amount, of course, is for adults, and the lower amount is for the child. You will see that some days seem to have a lot of activities. I don't expect us to get to all of the locations, but I made it this way so that the ones that are at the end of the list are closer to where we will be sleeping that night, and we can return either in the morning or we can also see them on Shabbat because I have made sure that they are open. So Shabbat, for those who are not too familiar, is the Sabbath. It is a day of rest that still to this day occurs in Israel every week. Shabbat starts Friday afternoon and it's supposed to last around 24 hours. So it's supposed to start at sunset on Friday and end at sunset on Saturday. When we were there, we noticed that buses stopped running at around noon on Friday. Basically, all public transportation across the entire country and the city didn't seem to come alive again until Sunday morning. Therefore, it is very important that you make sure you have a plan for when Friday comes along. You do not want to get stuck until Sunday without food or in a city where everything is closed and there is absolutely nothing to do. Which brings me to Palestinian Territory, also known as the West Bank. Palestinian Territory is great to visit on the Sabbath because they don't observe the Sabbath. So there are many companies like this one, Abraham Tours, that can take you to areas like Bethlehem, Jericho, Ramallah, and Hebron. That way you don't waste a day in the city. In other videos, I will cover more information on Palestinian Territory, but basically, if you rented a car, you are not allowed to take it into the West Bank. When you are at that car rental counter at the airport, they will tell you right away, you cannot take it into Palestinian Territory. So the only way to see these cities is with a tour guide to get you across these borders, since there is conflict between Palestine and Israel. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. It's been almost 15 minutes. I hope this helped. Let me know if I missed anything or if there's anything specific you would like me to cover. I would love to hear your feedback.